Hello guys. Oh my gosh, I broke lettuce. That's a neat start for the video. Um, I needed to be looking down anyhow. Not quite that low, that's probably not that great, but I need to hang my head in shame because I pulled a noob thing today. I had finished editing all the video footage that I wanted to use for the first video of the series last night, and I put it for upload this morning as I went to work. And when I came home from work, I broke more lettuce. No. When I came home from work, the computer had turned off. Lord only knows why, as Windows 10 sometimes does that. But, yeah, so when I turned it back on, all the edited footage that I had whatever, was corrupted. The file was corrupted, and it sucks. And, yeah, the new part was when I got it all finished, I had recycled it all and emptied my recycle thing at some point in time yesterday, which got rid of all the original footage, so I can't even go back in and break more of this and re-edit all the footage. So the last 5 days or so, yeah, 6 days, because the server hasn't even been open a week yet, is gone. I mean, you didn't miss out on a whole heck of a lot, I guess. A lot of grindy stuff. Basically, that was it. A lot of grindy stuff and a time lapse that I had made of using the building wand to build what is my new home. This behind me is the inn where Tomber and I were using as our base prior to. Darn it! I gotta stop breaking lettuce. Prior to me building the thing. So my idea is and has been that I wanted to build a dam. So we're just going to get into this now and pretend like all that other stuff never happened. Also, now that we've had our little, our wonderful intro, I'm going to put my stuff back on. Take this lettuce with me. Yeah. So we were staying here. This did used to look like a regular building until the blood moon of creepers came and destroyed it and put holes everywhere, destroyed, I don't know, most of that crop field, the front of that we rebuilt. This whole thing was craters, like 12 creepers blew up. It was pretty entertaining, actually. There's lots of screaming. I'm really, really sad to not have that footage, because that was a really funny night. I've got to set up that stuff. I have an idea for that later. Cherry trees to get some cherries to do. But, anyhow, my idea has been I wanted to live in a phone that goes off. No, I wanted to live in or build a dam. And I wanted to use immersive engineering inside of it, as I'll show you briefly, to generate some power as we're going. I mean, this is all just, stone. So it's a polished stone, which is relatively easy and cheap to build. Or make. I mean, all we had to do was a bunch of mining underneath there, which we've closed up since then because the Blood Moon zombies were just pouring up out of it. I don't know. Yeah, but I think it looks really cool. I really like it. Let's see, I got Wings of the Bat the other day, thanks to some help by a couple of friends on the server that went and grabbed some Dragon's Breath. But I think it looks pretty cool. I have a lot of adjustments I want to do because I want to try and figure out how to make these lights work. And I don't know. They're all orange. I was wondering if maybe one of them is going to be blue. Yeah, I don't know how to make the lights work. Maybe they don't work yet. I don't know. I wanted it to work and like shine down on top of the dam, like on the front of it, and like light it all up in a big cone. I had one on that side I took down. But I wanted that at night, and I really need to figure out how to make those lights work because I have another build that I want to do. I might get somebody to help me with it. I might do a little collab thing. Not that there's a lot of help to do in it, I don't really know, but I want to build a lighthouse out here, kind of to keep imaginary ships from smashing into this town, and I just think it would be really cool. I wanted to try and find some way to, I know you can hook those lights up to computer craft, I read, so I wanted to figure out how to hook those up to computer craft to make them turn, and I could make a lighthouse and put one of those floodlights up on the top of it and have computer craft turn it around so it would look like a real lighthouse. And I really want to figure out how to make those lights work, and I really want to get that to work. That'll be so freaking cool looking to like come out on top of this dam and look out and see a lighthouse over there with a light that actually turns around. It isn't just like a cool redstone trickery, which, you know, modded stuff affords us the ability to do. But yeah, so this is the dam I built. These stairs are all temporary. Eventually, I will get around to making teleporters. These are starter farms that I was using for diesel generators that I just made. It sucks to go over all this stuff. I showed a lot of this. This is yeah, blood magic stuff that I did. Homer did all this stuff. She filled all this up. Look, it's got a little waterfall coming down. She didn't do that. That was there. But, you know, we'll put another one up there, probably make it come down, look like it's filling this up. And then the dam serves a purpose, which I thought was pretty cool. Lore type stuff. Let's just go in here. Let's see. See, I built water wheels on here, and I'm having issues with the water wheels. They're all connected, and they were feeding into my power supply over here, which is pretty cool. So it was giving me enough power at the time to do everything, but it seems like... Oh, that's what... Oh, alright. So yesterday, when I logged on, these water wheels weren't... Oh, what? Why? What is it? I think they're that way because they're going the wrong direction. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, the water wheels, they're like disconnected from the dynamos. So, like, it wasn't creating any power. And yesterday I made that nether star generator thing because I used a book of alchemy and that flower that you saw down there to make a bunch of redstone and get some nether stars. And so it has like 30 in it or something like that it's powering the base because it gives off a ridiculous amount of power, which I was actually going to fix today, a little later in this episode. But yeah, so these things look really cool, but I think the power's coming to them at the moment, so they're not really doing anything. But it's pretty neat, right? Because at first, when I started this place, that's what I used to create power. So it was the water, you know, pseudo imagining, whatever. I guess it's not pseudo, but just imagining the water that's going through the dam. Not that there's any way for it to get through. But it was being slowly let down here so it didn't flood the area, and it was going over the water wheels and creating power for this whole place, which I thought was pretty darn cool. Yeah, so then I made other floors. This, like I said, with the building mod, built all this, which was awesome and easy to do. This is just machinery that I have not taken down yet. I was having a lot of fun with immersive engineering, and I still am. I want to automate a lot of that stuff and set a bunch of it up, but it's no longer our main power supply, so because I don't need it to be. But as you can see down here, I got 2 diesel generators that apparently are currently off, probably because they need fluid. Let's see, that's up, that's up. So this has got fluid. Is this thing off? Oh. There's a witch around here somewhere. I will kill it when I see it. But anyhow, so now this is traveling into that. This is going. It's traveling. It's plant oil into that. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of things here. It doesn't really matter because all this junk is going to get taken down today. I'm going to take it all down. I've got a temporary power supply that we're going to work on, which is going to produce a lot more power than the diesel generators do, but I'm still going to keep them. I'm going to change this entire room up. The refinery here, along with the fermenter, oops, falling in a hole, and yeah, squeezer, which are all really awesome multi-block structures. I would suggest, if you haven't ever done anything with immersive engineering, it is freaking awesome. You got these, right now I've got those farms that are upstairs that I showed you. The stuff comes down into this dimensional transceiver, goes into this chest, gets spit out onto this. That item router there makes the sugar cane go straight. It makes the melons go this way, which go into this mechanical crafter right here. And that is being powered by, let's see, 4 sets of lava generators that are stacked on top of each other that go from here all the way down to bedrock. So it's, you know, stacking quite a bit of power, or at least enough for that anyhow. Why am I stuck? Yeah, so, anyhow, sugarcane goes that way and goes down into this chest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, so it goes into this chest, and the melons get turned into... Yep, can't play. Can't play. Go through the auto-crafting thing there, and get... What the heck is going on with this? Professional playing. There is so much of it going on. Yeah, get auto-crafted from melons into seeds. The seeds go up this ramp, or conveyor belt here, and around the corner, and then fall down into this chest, which should have a... I gotta get rid of... That crafter sucks. It's another thing we're going to change today. And then those go into their respective machinery here, get squeezed into the proper oil, and then go up through tubes that go into either side of the refinery, which then turns it into biodiesel, which in turn gets put into this thing. Fluid tank here, or is supposed to get put into a fluid tank. I don't know what the deal is. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Oh, it's full. And then fluid tank would feed the 2 diesel generators, which put out 4,000 RF a tick, and I had them running both through lines that go into these dimensional transceivers that went back up into our battery backup there, which I thought was pretty cool. It seemed to work pretty well. But I'm going to change stuff around a lot. We're going to move all this stuff, most of this stuff out. I have a whole different design for it. It's a neat little glass walkway that we made the box through into, well, this is the incense burner, and where I'm working on the blood magic stuff, I need to make this room bigger today, probably. Might do a bit of it off camera and just come back. I'm going to make the next tier, which is relatively easy tier because it's just beacons, and I'm pretty sure I have enough iron blocks on my base beacons, so I should be able to do that. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to pretty much, actually, what we're going to do is I'm going to go upstairs, and we are going to go to our storage thing, and we are going to make the 0-point extractors from, I believe it's Quantum Flux, which is one of the mods in the pack, which I'm not exactly sure where it gets it from. I think it gets power from the void. It gets a lot of power from the void. And if all I have to do is dig down to bedrock and make a room out of bedrock, or in the bedrock, with the stuff at the absolute lowest point, the 0-point extractors at the lowest point, and they will extract power out of the void, and then I can put a dimensional transceiver on top of them, or like link a bunch of them together and run it to a dimensional transceiver, and do a whole bunch of them. I know I made close to enough stuff to make... I try and make things a stack at a time, just I never use them all, but you know, you get that time when you have to build something, or you want to build something, and you're just like, I'm one short, or I don't have any of those. So whenever I want to build one thing, I usually just try and build a stack, or as close to a stack as I can get. But I didn't have a lot of the one product that I needed, one item I needed. I don't know. I got from killing a bunch of Endermen yesterday. Yeah, so I'm going to craft those. I'm going to go take care of a couple of things, and I will be back with you guys in just a minute. We'll go upstairs, or I'll be upstairs, and we'll craft those really quick. Should be able to get 30, and then we can do that thing you're never supposed to do and dig down, straight down to bedrock. Use the moving wand to create a nice big flat room, bring a couple of dimensional transceivers with us, and see how much power we can get sucked out of the void of nothingness to send up here, because then we're not reliant on this biodiesel, which are really cool. I mean, that is a cool looking machine. Look, it's got a little smoke animation, little fan moves. I mean, this immersive engineering stuff, it really took somebody, it took the dude a while to do. These pipes, they look like pipes, and they're awesome. Like, when you make this stuff, it's just a big square thing, you know? And then you right-click it with the hammer, and it turns into this. We'll go over that later. You'll see it. I'm sure this thing's probably... Oh, it's not. I emptied this yesterday. So I only got 3 things of mica. Yeah, because I wanted the marble and alabaster and stuff, and it was full. so I emptied it. Looks like Ninjas is having some issues, unfortunately. But like I said, guys, I'm going to keep walking around this beacon because it's fun. I'm going to go upstairs, get ready for that stuff, and I'm going to take some of these things down, and we're going to move those farms. We'll flat some area over there, and I will bring you back for a couple of check-ins in just a little bit. Alright? Hey guys, it's Nuggets back. Show you a little bit of progress here. As you can see, I took out the farms that were there that I showed you earlier, and Tomber's back. And I moved them over here. I also upgraded them with a little octatic capacitor, so now I've got a ridiculous amount of pumpkins and sugar, or melons and sugar cane. And then I planted these also, and I don't have them hooked up to the system yet, and I don't have a hoe in that, obviously, as it says no hoe. I rebuilt these, so now we got some fluid here, and yeah, so did that. Also, we made the delivery to Soft Feather, and let's see, really quickly, also walk down in circles, which is fun for everybody. Emptied out this room, so all the machines are gone right now. So I'm going to build those back up where we're going to put them. I also, when I took out one of the storage fluid tanks, I dug this here thing. Goes all the way down here to bedrock. I'm going to use the swapping wand, I believe it is, or one of the wands. Okay, moving wand, whatever. Whichever wand it is that can move bedrock. And, yeah. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to move bedrock. And after I move the bedrock, and make it all the way down on the lowest level, which I believe is this one. Yep, that's one right here. So after I move all those down to that, or away from that, or whatever it is, I'm going to make it all down there. It's going to be that low. Alright guys, I'm back, and we are going to go and create the industrial squeezer and the compressor, I believe, really quick, and I got some items to make a nice little aluminum shack around them, I guess. I don't know. It might look cool, we'll find out. But let's see. First thing we gotta do is put down the stuff for the multi-block. And then this is the last thing that last 2 things we're gonna take care of in this episode. I probably turn that off. Let's see. From the buttons. Let's see, this junk. For all this stuff with me, I neglected to put it in my hobby. You know, plus. Alright, so, for the squeezer, which is going to feed into one of these 2 things here, I suppose, somewhere. We're going to start off with, we're going to put down 2 fluid pipes. Oh, I probably don't have a hammer with me. Oh my goodness, I tried to be prepared, and, yeah. Anyway, 2 fluid pipes, and then we're going to use steel scaffolding, 2, 3, 4 of those, 2 right here, and a light engineering block. Put a light engineering block on top of that, and wait a minute, I thought I brought everything with me, but apparently I still didn't. Yep. Double check my notes. Well, so I have to go back to get a hammer anyhow. So it's what else need a redstone block right there. Let's see, what else am I going to need to do? I'm going to need to do that so I can put a piston in. I'll do. Alright, so put a piston here. It's got to be facing down, which is why I put that up there. Forgot about that. Steel scaffolding blocks are pretty cool. You can climb them like ladders, so they can be handy for many things. Those are steel fences. Alright, so let's go grab the redstone block really quick. We still haven't got it done. Anyhow, so we put the redstone engineering block there, and then we just click it with a hammer. And where are we going to click it with a hammer? There we go. And choose industrial squeezer. Still. And now the presser is going to do the exact same thing as this. It looks
exactly the same, really. Well, almost exactly the same. It's not. Doesn't look exactly the same, but it's pretty darn close. We'll go with that. Let's see. We're going to, and this is going to go here, here, and here. 2 pipes down again. Light up here. This is work because of that. So let's do it. Okay, I want my machine to be oriented the correct way, so I have to put it together the correct way. Alright, so I got the redstone thing is here. And this one, we put cauldrons here instead of barrels that we did on the last one. And then put these stubs, put iron sheet metal blocks at the top of it, and stop. Okay. So there you go. There's your fermenter and your squeezer. Like I said, I'll build a little shed for it off camera. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Alright guys, it is Your Mama's Nuggets here, wearing my fancy schmancy armor, which makes it so you can't see my face. You got it. I'm gonna fix that. I would fix it at $5. Alright, fix it. Your Mama's Nuggets here. Swinging this lumber axe at you. Anyhow, here's a break. Anyhow, you guys have a great day, and thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.